A word, a look, a sudden silence when you enter a room. That's all it takes. The world outside falls away, and you are left with that internal echo. The sting, the flush of heat to your face. Your mind, a perfectly calm lake a moment before, is now clouded with the ink of another person's opinion. Why do their words have such power? Why can a single fleeting moment thrown at you by a stranger ruin your entire day? The truth is, they don't have the power. You give it to them. You are the one who opens the gates to your own inner fortress and allows the enemy to walk right in. We spend our lives building careers, bodies, and fortunes. Yet, we leave the most important structure, our own mind, unguarded, vulnerable to the slightest attack. But what if you could build a mind that was not just guarded, but truly unbreakable? A mind that could take the harshest insults, the deepest betrayals, and the cruelest twists of fate, and not only endure them, but use them as fuel. This is not a fantasy. This is an ancient art. This is the art of the unbreakable mind. To understand how to build this mind, you must first understand the prison. The prison is your reaction. The ancient Stoics knew this well. The philosopher Epictetus, a man who was born a slave and later became one of Rome's most revered thinkers, said, "Men are disturbed not by things, but by the views which they take of them." Read that again in your mind. It is not the insult that hurts you. It is your judgment that it is insulting. It is not the event that causes you pain, but your belief that the event is painful. Your ego is the warden of this prison. It is the part of you that craves validation, that needs to be seen as smart, strong, and respectable. When someone insults you, they are attacking this fragile image. Your ego screams, and you rush to its defense, draining your energy, your focus, your peace. You become a puppet, and the person who insulted you holds the strings. The first step to becoming unbreakable is to let that reflection shatter. You are not the image in the mirror. You are the one looking at it. This brings us to the first pillar of the unbreakable mind, the dichotomy of control. It is the simplest and most powerful tool you will ever possess. Your task is to relentlessly, brutally, sort everything you encounter into one of two categories: things you can control and things you cannot. The words someone else speaks, not in your control. Their tone, not in your control. Their agenda, their ignorance, their cruelty, not in your control. So what is in your control? Your perception, your response, the meaning you assign to their words. You control the fortress. You cannot control the weather outside, but you can build shelter. You cannot stop the arrows from being fired, but you can carry a shield. The next time you feel that sting of disrespect, perform this mental check immediately. Ask yourself, is the source of this feeling within my control? If the answer is no, then why grant it your most valuable resources, your time and your energy? To do so is madness. It is to willingly drink poison offered by an enemy. Once you have mastered this separation of control, you can ascend to a higher level. A level that moves beyond mere defense into active power. The philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche called it amor fati, a love of one's fate. This is not passive acceptance. It is an enthusiastic, joyful embrace of everything that happens to you, good or bad. The unbreakable mind doesn't just endure hardship, it welcomes it. It sees an insult not as an attack, but as a training opportunity. The person who insulted you just gave you a free lesson in emotional resilience. The project that failed just taught you something you couldn't have learned from success. The betrayal you suffered just revealed the true character of someone in your life, saving you from future harm. Like this bowl, you are not weakened by your cracks. You are made more valuable, more unique, more beautiful by them, if you choose to fill them with gold. Amor fati is the gold. It is the conscious decision to look at the worst thing that could happen to you and say, I wanted this. This will make me stronger. This is a part of my story, and my story will be an epic. So how do we practice this? How do we perform this mental alchemy in the heat of the moment? Here is your training. 3 steps. Step 1, the strategic pause. The moment you feel the emotional sting, before you react, before you speak, stop. Take 1 deep, conscious breath. This is not weakness. This is control. You are creating a space between the stimulus and your response. In that space lies your power. Step 2, the interrogation. In that space you've created, ask the question, is this in my control? See the words or the action for what they are. External events. Noise. Recognize that your feeling is an internal interpretation, not an objective truth. Step 3, the reframe. Now actively choose your new perspective. You can choose indifference, seeing their words as the meaningless babble of a child. Or, if you are truly strong, you can practice amor fati. You can ask, how can this serve me? What can I learn from this? How is this making me practice the very strength I wish to build? You turn their poison into your medicine. An unbreakable mind is not born. It is forged. It is forged in the fires of disrespect, criticism, and failure. It is built brick by brick, choice by choice, with every insult you choose to ignore and every hardship you choose to embrace. Stop letting the world dictate your inner peace. The chaos is outside. Let it be. Within you, there can be order. Within you, there can be an unbreachable fortress of calm. Begin the work today. The art is ancient. The tools are simple. The only thing required is your will. Start forging.